Hello, and my name is Getui Oenga, founder, director, and owner at Ubuntu Creative Village. Ubuntu is actually a South African word that means I am because we are. You know, uh, we as Africans have really rallied around the Ubuntu spirit, and we are looking at an Africa that is now very enlightened, and we are engaging Africa for Africans, Africa with Africans. We are seeing a lot of businesses, Pan-African businesses coming up, a lot of YouTube pages and platforms, and we are noticing that the movement is growing. Apart from our big brother South Africa, where the word Ubuntu originates from, I've had a lot of stories and a lot of experiences of our brothers in South Africa. There is a growing movement of xenophobia in South Africa. You know, you wonder who planted that seed. Why are our brothers and sisters in South Africa so iked by their fellow Africans? I salute Julius Malema. I think he loses a lot of votes sometimes for being a Pan-African by design, by architecture, by word, and by deed. But our brothers and sisters, why so much bile against your fellow brothers? Why is South Africa the hotbed of xenophobia? There is no other country that treats fellow Africans so poorly, so negatively, like South Africa. In fact, I dare say the Arab countries that we've always had a problem with in Northern Africa, Egypt, Morocco, Tunisia, I don't feel like there is as much xenophobia even within the Arab African countries like we get from the South. Yo! We dance to Amapiano, we enjoy Sarafina, you know, we have stood against apartheid South Africa. We keep championing our brothers down there. You know, when there's a call for solidarity, we have Mandela as one of our icons. We enjoy, you know, music by South Africans, you know. This is a call for brotherhood. This is a call for a genuine Ubuntu spirit. This is a call for end of xenophobia. Xenophobia is a nickname for ignorance. There is no hiding it. I feel like our brothers and sisters need to educate their minds. The problem will never be, has never been, your African brother. Do better research, do better homework. We mean well for each other. And there is nowhere we are going as a people, as a continent, with divisions, with borders that don't make sense, with visa regulations that don't make sense. I have been following Africans traversing. There's a lady called Ebaide. She started from Kenya on a motorbike. Oh my goodness, the struggles she goes through in the borders in Togo, borders in, you know, she experienced another challenge, I think was Guinea. Honestly, how do we expect to grow this continent if we don't begin to talk and address each other? You are a worse racist if you are xenophobic. I would rather a straight up racist guy who can't stand my skin But when you share a skin with me and you feel like we should still be divided along country borderlines that don't make sense to any of us, it is a shameful position to hold. No one is taking your jobs. No one is taking anything from you. In fact, we have a lot more to gain when we interact and engage with each other. There is a lot as a Kenyan I can gain from engaging with my South African brothers, Nigerian brothers, Rwandese brothers. Let us break the barriers. We are the generation that has to unite the African mindset. Because once we get it at the African mindset, we will then achieve a borderless Africa in our lifetime. You know, flights are so expensive inter-Africa destinations. Why is that? Why is the colonizer's mindset still very entrenched in so many of our governments? So, I pity a brother who hates a brother. There is nothing to celebrate. Ignorance, like an iceberg, must be melted at the altar of knowledge. And my prayer is that we begin to educate each other to remove the cobwebs of ignorance that permeate in all African countries. I thank Comrade Traore. I keep saluting him because he is bringing a Pan-African conversation at a scale no one has achieved since Mandela and Kwame Nkrumah and Nyerere and Patrice Lumumba. We're beginning to see a new crop of Africans willing, able, and eager to interact, negotiate, network, and visit each other. In fact, there's a lot of tourism among the African countries. Oh, but South Africa, man, you can do better. Most Africans don't feel welcome when they come to your country. What's that about? You know, you're welcome to Kenya. You know, come and enjoy some nyama choma as you teach me how to braai. But I would love to feel welcome in KwaZulu-Natal. You know, I would love to feel welcome in Durban. I would love to feel welcome in Johannesburg, in Soweto. Let's break the barriers in our minds. We can do better. And South Africa is a big brother. You and Nigeria, you have a huge role to play in uniting the rest of Africa. Nigeria should lead the way in economic emancipation. Use your oil well. Use your resources well. South Africa, your culture, your music, your resources. You two big brothers must unite and show the rest of Africa the way forward. But when you're squabbling, you're xenophobic, you're eager to disenfranchise other Africans, then the colonizer is well among us. What use is the end of apartheid if it introduces a new level of apartheid where it's black against black? Xenophobia is apartheid. You don't want your fellow black within your spaces. Don't you think that is apartheid? Why are you so mad at the Boer if you're doing the same thing to your brother in a black skin? Shame on you, South Africa. Rise up, South Africa. Show up, South Africa. I always see the comments you make on, other Africans' pages. We applaud the pride in your country, but we disavow, we disregard, we look down upon the attitude with which, the contempt with which you treat the rest of Africa. This is not a video to condemn. This is rather a video for a call to unity of purpose, unity of vision, and the AU will begin to listen to us and unite us truly by word, by deed, politically, economically, and we will find a way to integrate as a continent beyond the surface level, feel-good conversations we've been having. So I'm a dreamer, and I know that Africa stands a chance. But South Africa at the bottom of the map, you have a big role to play in ending xenophobia. I watched a documentary about a group you call Dudu, something to hunt your fellow brothers. That group is called Duduzelo, some funny group against your fellow brothers in your own country. It's a shame. You can do better. And I hope this is a conversation starter. But I must salute Malema again at the end of this video. You are almost a lone voice in the struggle towards a united Africa. And soon, like Mandela is remembered, history has a place for you, Malema. Keep championing a united Africa, even when you're pushing against a tide that is a people afflicted by apartheid and unable to embrace a brother because of the mindsets that were introduced by the colonizer. Thank you.